here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome back to another card. So today's card is going to be a bit more simple than the ones that I've created so far. We're going to do mostly stamping. I'm going to be stamping the 3 little houses. I may stamp the Santa, and I think I'm going to stamp the Enjoy the Warmth of the Season. So I'm going to be using my favorite color combination. Real Red and Pool Party. So I have a Pool Party card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a Real Red layer that measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is the Christmas Around the World Designer Series paper, 4 by 5 1/4. And then I went ahead and cut, I have an inside card layer, 4 by 5 1/4. And I went ahead and cut a circle, a white and a Real Red glimmer paper oval from the Layering Ovals fragrance. Now, the regular oval, the largest regular oval, is larger than the largest scalloped oval. So I just did it a little backwards. So I cut the scalloped out of white and the regular out of red, and that's going to be our card layer. And then I want to add the cable knit embossing folder. Let me show you what that looks like. I want to add a strip of this Pool Party. This is the textured cable knit. This is like a big honkin' daddy. It gives a really nice texture. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. So you're going to need a regular Big Shot platform. If you have the old platform, you're going to open up, I believe it's to tab 1. If you have the new platform, you're just going to have the bottom platform. I'm going to line up, I'm not sure how big I want this, so I'm going to go up to probably the 3rd layer of knit. I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to put a cutting pad on top. Now, you only need 1 cutting pad because this is really, really thick. So that's going to go through. And the texture these gives is amazing. It's almost 3D. Look at that. So cool. So we are done with the Big Shot. I'm going to put this back to the side. Let's adhere the card base so I can decide how much of this I want. So I'm going to fold my card layer, or excuse me, my card base in half. I'm going to burnish the score line. I'm going to add my Real Red layer. Again, you don't have to worry about writing down the measurements because they will be in the recipe that will be over at my blog. You just have to click on the link that says print recipe, and it'll take you right to it. Now this is just 1/8 of an inch. And that's the one good thing about using liquid glue, is you get a couple seconds to maneuver it. We're gonna do a maneuver. What happened to that? I was like, what happened to my designer series paper? I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Let me know what your favorite card has been. I think my favorite card was the pink one, and then yesterday. I love the brown gingerbread. Super cute. Now again, this is the same way. We have about 1/8 of an inch, or we should have 1/8 of an inch border, because that's what I cut it at. All right, so this is going to go in the middle. How about we cut off? I'm going to cut right down the middle of this one. So we are going to adhere this right down the middle. And I'm trying to decide liquid glue or tear and tape. I'll just do liquid glue, that should work. Oops, oh, I hate when it does that. if you wet the cardstock, just kind of dampen it a little bit, you will really get some 3D texture. It's pretty cool. Now I smushed that down a little bit purposely. So then we will adhere just like that. That's gonna be so pretty. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, so let's bring in, we're done with the card base. We're done with this glitter paper. Let's bring in our Misty. Not sure how I want to do this. Okay, good. I was like, did I adhere the inside? I didn't think I was ready for the inside. I think I'm going to stamp the sentiment on the inside card layer. Let's do that first. So, make sure this is the right piece. Yes. All right. So, I know it's hard to see. Let me see what it looks like if I turn off this light. Oh, it's so dark. Oh no, it's so dark. We'll give it a try. I know some of you guys said it's really hard to see. The problem is it gets really dark. Oh wow, that actually looks really straight. How did that happen? I think I'm going to stamp it with Smoky Slate. I'm going to stamp it one more time. Move that back. Right. Done with the card base. Excuse me, the inside card layer. I want to use the houses and possibly Santa. And this is kind of a case of a card that's actually in the holiday catalog. I'm going to line these up better once I flip this over. I just want to get it to where I want it. So. Oh yes! These are rather crooked, so I'm going to straighten this one out first. I'll put this one, straighten that one out first. And I did my best to trim these down. And I was going to stamp them in 2 different colors. Just putting down this piece of washi tape so I know where to line them up. I'm going to start with Real Red first. Perfect. Let me line up these other two. So I have the width. Do those in Pulperini. Hopefully I did a good job. Not bad. Okay guys, let's get our Santa stamped. So I realized as I was in the middle of this card that my therapy appointment was today at 11 and I was thinking it was today at noon. So my phone went off about 10:45, maybe earlier than that. And I'm like, why is my phone going off? I have plenty of time. So I'm sitting here and I'm stamping and I'm stamping. Then I look at the clock and it hits me. Oh my gosh, I hadn't had a shower and nothing. So I had to like book it, get in the shower. Oh, I need that one more time. Get in the shower, get the, luckily my therapist literally lives in a neighborhood across the highway. So I was able to shower and get dressed and run over there and be like, he's like, what's the matter? I was like, I forgot. Luckily, I remembered just in the nick of time. So hopefully we can pick up where we left off with this card. Okay, so let's get back to adhering. I'm going to go ahead and adhere the inside card layer. I'm going to leave this slide off and we'll see how this goes. So let's get our sentiment or our focal panel adhered. I'm going to be using tear and tape. You need a really strong adhesive for it to stick to the glimmer paper. So tear and tape, you literally tear it and tape it. Now, the thing with tear and tape is you get one shot. And if you screw it up, you're out of luck. So I'm going to take my bone folder. You hear jingling. Again, that's Roxy Supercatos walking around. I don't know if she'll jump up here or not. She probably can't. Perfect. I'm going to adhere this with dimensionals, and I'm going to put dimensionals on both edges. I haven't adhered it down yet because I want to make sure. Okay, my final touch is going to be a bow. This is the Holly Builder Punch. Let's try a little bit of ground underneath them. I'm gonna use my blender pen and some smoky slate marker. I think that made a world of difference. You may not agree, but for me, that made a world of difference. I just felt like it needed to be grounded. All right, I'm gonna use glue dots. One on each bow loop. One on each ribbon end. One in the middle. And then let's see if we can get just like that. All right, guys, that's it for today's card. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's bring in the rest of them. So we have Tuesday's card, Wednesday's card, Thursday's card, Friday, and today's. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you are loving the series as much as I am. I think these cards turned out really great. All of them look completely different than the other ones. And so yeah, so next week we will do more cards. I'm going to do a pop-up card for sure and possibly another bridge card using this set. So yeah. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Make sure you sign up for Jolly Mail. Check out all the links in the description box down below. I'll see you later. Bye for now.